Hey, what's up, traders? It's a weekend. It's Saturday. I want to go over gold, silver, some of our setups that I'm looking at. I was talking about how the Wall Street bets and GameStop and Reddit, how this was all going to potentially affect silver in the future. We saw a bit of a downtick Friday to close out the week. So I want to take a look at that. I want to remind you about my gold scalping strategy and how that works. I'm going to go over a little bit of that in this training and this analysis. But the thing is this is a more in-depth, super easy to follow, and you can click the link below, check it out. It's only $7, $7. It could be a life changer for you if you really apply it, back test and practice it. I guarantee you it'll change your trading game. So check that out, click the link below, and let's take a look at what's going on with these metals here. I think it was a pretty interesting day, to say the least, especially with everything going on. Here we are at gold, and I think this is something to notice here. And in this system, I use but some different moving averages here, and particularly, I think that the 50 is really good to show us, get an idea of what's going on. At least temporarily in the markets. You can see we've had this downtick and downtrend with a rebound, and now we're running flat right here. So if we can take that into account, the first thing I notice is obviously this false breakout to the upside here, right? So however you wanted to look at this, we also have, there's a trend line. If you went from the side, from about here to here, right? A nice punch out of this liquidity. This also took out, or pretty much retested, this liquidity zone right there. And so depending on how you want to look at it, but from this view, looks like a lot of people got faked out right here, probably started buying like crazy. And the banks do have, even though they're kind of somewhat getting screwed right now by this whole GameStop fiasco, they got a lot of money to push. Let's not forget who we're dealing with here, and they got a lot of money to push the market around. So that's worth taking note of. So this below could be a really good potential if we get down here to retest this 1800 level one more time. But of course, we need to break this level of support here. So this is going to be something to watch. Really, I think it's more just a matter of time of when this takes off, because it's, despite what happens, I think this is going to play out. We're just moving sideways right now. And of course, that's on the 4-hour. We have to wait and see if we're going to base here or not, if we break this level of support here by the green box, or if we break down to take out these levels at 1800 and then make the move back up. So, but, other than that, I would be really surprised, really surprised to see us move much lower than that. But we do have some areas of interest down here around 1770. So that's something to look for. Let's take a look at silver now. Silver is the one that's been getting all the attention in these chat groups, right? And the Reddit groups. So here we're looking at silver on the hourly. Let's take a look at 4-hour. You can see there's a couple different zones here. We had this breakout from the triangle. This was that big pop on Thursday and Friday. Now we have to wait and see if this is going to hold, or maybe. Now, if we got that move lower in gold that I just showed you, right? We have this moving average here, plus these open orders that are hanging out, which I think, could be something to take note of. Definitely it has some significance right here. Plus it's at that moving average. Could make for a great downside target. And you could see how that move I showed you in gold, right? That where we would potentially break down to 1800. Now that would make sense because we Reddit aside, we're still in a correlated market with gold. Here's 25, around 25.50. for retest, and then we get that move higher. So there's a few different ways we can look at this. You can see depending on, we'll go to a smaller time frame. And with my scalping strategy, by the way, you know, I'm mostly looking at that on 5 minute, right? And so various, I'm gonna give it away right now because people that are in the program will be pissed about it. But it's various forms of moving averages and how to look for them on a bounce and a retest, as well as taking note of what's going on in terms of divergences here on the RSI. I particularly like this Wilder's RSI on TradingView. So the 5 minutes super effective for that. But in my opinion, like any other scalping, it's super important to know. And I think gold is more effective on this strategy than silver, because silver has a pretty awfully big spread. So gold's a little bit tighter, and you can get in and catch these really big moves using this strategy. So click the links below, check that out. We'd love to have you. It's $7. So it'll be a game changer for you, I promise. And have a great weekend, man. I subscribe to Wall Street Bets, so we'll see what they're doing next week. And it's going to be exciting to see. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Click the link below for the gold scalping strategies. And can't wait to see you in there. Peace.